February 7th. Totally had to look at the calendar on my computer. Fridays and Saturdays, I really try to decompress, enjoy time with the family. You can hear I've got some nice positive music in the background. I tend to always have music playing. It's part of my life, part of helping me be happy, grounded, be goofy. As they always say, dance like nobody's watching. I love to dance. Even in the shower, I have music playing. So let's get this tweeted out that we are live. It is a little bit earlier today, so definitely a change there. Let me share this here, share it on Twitter, and done. Let's see here. Oops, wrong computer. 2 seconds while I put the tickers there that we're going to be talking about. Apple. We're going to talk about Tesla. We're going to talk about EGO. We're going to talk about GameStop and more. All right. There we go. And let's share it over on Facebook too. I hope you're having an amazing weekend. Hey Asif, hey Netsguy, loaded XPEV on Friday. Please XPEV first. You know what? We will look at it. Bull market sucks too much on the top. You know, it's not necessarily too much on the top. It's that we could be primed for a pullback. We saw it happen last February, and it could happen again. There's nothing to say that it won't. However, the market is bullish until it isn't, right? Until the charts actually tell you that it's time to go short, continue to remain long is my motto. Because when you try to front run the short price action, you will get burned because they will just squeeze those shorts higher and higher and higher. Likely February 19th, in my opinion, is going to be a big day. That is going to be a day in which we will see that some of the election trials that have not been rejected or settled or heard are going to be heard by the Supreme Court. So it might be an interesting day this week. In my opinion, we will likely see higher highs because we have the news of the stimulus. They are really trying to push the stimulus to the upside, which in turn will drive up prices. All right, I just reloaded the chat. There we go. Hello, Danush. Any insight on CBBT? Good morning. Good morning. I know it's a little bit different today. So let me show you what I do have on my agenda for the watch list, and then I'll throw it up on the right-hand side over here. So for the watch list today, potential longs, newer, AXAS, Bill, AMSC, JHG. Those are my initials. I love it when Janice is in motion because those are my initials, and I always get a kick out of that. I'm like, oh man, I should just trade it because it's my initials. We also have Apple, LBAI, BAC, SAP. Hey, Wall Street Broker Notes. Thanks for all the positive sharing and everything like that. You know, I have to give him a shout out, and to everyone that's super supportive and also shares the, we'll add Macy's on here too. Shares all of my content. I really do try to help people. If you didn't check out my video that I just posted yesterday, we'll chart those too. That, you know, we all go through times in which we struggle, and my goal is to try to help every one of you, whether it's a little bit in trading, in life, whatever it is. I've had a very varied life and doing lots of different things, so I have lots of experience to share and happy to help. You know, in life, if we all went out and just helped one person a day, it would make the world a better place. No matter what it is, helping a lady cross the street, carry some groceries, whatever it is, if we put more positivity out in the world will become a more positive place. So I try to do my part every day in helping you guys. That's why I say, hey, if you like my live stream, hit that like button, share. It helps the YouTube algorithm pick it up to share with more people. Exactly. Pay it forward. Just be kind. Life is tough enough. Why not be kind to somebody else? All right. We're going to try to keep some politics out of it. Net sky limit, and just try to stick to the facts as to what is happening. Try to leave politics and religion out of all the live streams. There's enough conflict with those subjects. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, but let's try to leave it just to stocks. All right, so this is what's on the list for today. Oh no, this is the bull and the bears behind me. And I wanted to show you guys if you're interested in getting I also have a 7 stock pick, I'm counting like my daughter is, right, on my fingers, 7 stock pick that is available on Ticker Talker. Just started doing this, so if you're interested in going there, simply go to Ticker Talker Marketplace, click on my leader profile, and you'll see the products right there. $20 a month to get 7 picks a day, and they are text ideas. If I go to my profile, I'll show you what they look like. You're the youngest person on Ticker Talker. You know what, Asif, I didn't even notice that. I'm also the only female, which I find is quite an honor, right? Hi from Brazil, bom dia, Alan. I'm gonna learn a little Portuguese. I have somebody else that contacted me that's Brazilian, so I speak Spanish, Italian, and French. Portuguese should be around the corner. I have a funny story to tell you guys too. When I went and I did a study abroad in Buenos Aires, that we landed in, not in Rio, where did we land? We landed in Brazil. I'm trying to think of the city, a major city up in the north that we landed and connected through. Any event, we landed and we were waking up after, the long flight, and then we ended up waking up and they handed me a newspaper and it was in Portuguese, and I was like, what is this? Maybe I'm really just like sleeping. I was like, I kind of understand this. Yeah, Nicholas, we'll check CCIV. I had a couple people ask me about that, and we'll look at OCGN as well. So in any event, this is what I do provide, much like my live stream. You guys see it. I do provide the charts. I give you, as you know, if you've watched my live streams, you see, all right, here we go. Here's the support to watch. If it breaks to the downside, the resistance. When you click on the picture, it should open up for you. Why is it not opening up? Right, there we go. If you click right here, it will bring you here, and you click on the picture. Ta-da! Here are those breakdowns for you. So yeah, Portuguese does look like Spanish. Spanish and Italian and French all thrown together. That if you guys sign up for this, you're getting everything that you really see on my daily live stream, but in the morning. It goes out by 9 a.m. and I believe they text it out as well. So you can get these as text alerts. As far as I know, I should double check on that. But as far as I know, it's pretty cool, and $20. And honestly, you guys know my stocks that I trade. You can very easily make $20 back like that, having access to this. So check it out. Thank you, Asif. All right, so as Asif said, please hit that like button and subscribe so you all know when I go live. All right, let's build the list over here. NEWRAXA, Bill, AMSC. Whoops. No, I spelled that correctly. LBAI. Banks are feeling to me like they've gone up. They've hit a bit of a resistance, and now they might be pulling back to the downside. Okay, I'm just going to add the FLNT. Flint might have a potential squeeze this week. GameStop might be back in the motion as well. Looking at the bounce and the short interest as well. Okay, AXAS and Bill did not go on there. All right. Let's go here. All right, let's add on. We have XPEV, CBBT. I'm adding these as you guys put them in order. Macy's. We have GameStop, ASIF, Union. Well, I think I'm going to need to put a space here. PUBM. What do you guys think? You like the music in the background? CCIV, OCGN, excuse me. And CSRS. Oh, CRSR. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's start off with the indexes. For whatever reason, my lines over here are still here. I have a lot of lines, you guys know that. So we broke out from this downward trend line, going to erase, I'm going to erase this one. No, I still want that one because it's still holding true. This one, I will get rid of this one for now. But we are testing new higher highs, potential to run up here, right? Potential for us to run all the way up there. In fact, last week I gave you guys a target of 391.60 for the SPY. Let me adjust this a little bit because I'm rolling forward on my ball. There we go, a bit better. So looking for 391.60 before we potentially have a sell-off on the 24-hour chart. Let's put this over here to 45 minutes. We are a bit extended away from the moving averages. We might see it pull back and then shoot up again to the upward side. Let's get rid of this trend line. That one's done. We did break out from there, and keeping it on watch for further moves to the upside. Let's delete this stuff. All right, let's also look at the Qs. Qs as well is going strong. So I do have Apple on the short list this week. It seems a little bit weaker. However, yeah, a little, is Friday Fat Tuesday? I don't know. I'm a little out of it. I don't see it. I have like the kids' holidays on my calendar, not so much national holidays. So we're testing new highs. What happened last time when we tested new high? Well, the next day we saw massive volume and we pulled back, then big buying at the bottom. And now we don't have big buying or big selling yet at the top. It could come tomorrow. Fat Tuesday is on a yeah, gee, thank you, Kyle. I know that. That's what I'm wondering. Is it this week? Do I need to be making a king cake, basically? Or some donuts? That's why, maybe that's why I wanted to make donuts. All right, so we have all the indexes up. Right now, that's not a time to go short, right? We're about to test, we tested this level again, and we did not break above. So will this break down further? There's a potential. We don't have the high volume yet for the selling. If this was all selling, why would they take it just above it again? Potentially they sold it off for a mini correction the end of January. My opinion, we're likely going to be seeing that downward turn in the third week of February. Just my personal opinion. All right, so let's look at Apple. Lacing, let's see the future. February 16th. Thank you, Kyle. That's what I needed. Okay, just after Valentine's Day. Time to get the king cake on. All right, so Apple, we are really finding resistance on all of these anchored volume weighted average prices. We just had dividend and it was lower than expected. What was the dividend? Let's see. Dividend was 20 cents and it closed down 43 cents less than the dividend. That is not encouraging for the strength of the company. A little bit weaker. However, as long as we're holding this trend line here, still bullish on the name. So it could pull down a little bit. They might consolidate it. This could be corrective wave 1, 2, 3. As long as we hold the 135 area, looking for Apple to be bullish, but feel like in the short term that it could be a bit of a downward turn to it. So this was the first one on the short list. However, we're already touching on it. So going to put 137 as that resistance to be broken and 136.20 as support. So we're already touched on that one. I might as well go ahead and map it out, right? All right, we also have Microsoft. I like Microsoft long and strong up to 260. Looking measurement wise, looking for it to continue to move to the upside right there. Put this right here. We did break below that, so don't really like that. But maybe head and shoulders on the 45-minute chart over here, but not super high volume, right? If this was a shoulder, a head, a shoulder, we come down 239, 6 points. So if we break down below 239, look for 233. Okay, it's right back down here. And 233 would bring us to the just below the 15 EMA over here. So keep it on watch. Either up to 260 or down to 233 if we break below 239 on that, just looking at that. So let's pull this down just to look at it right here and up above 244 still, longer term swinging type thing. Tesla, everyone's curious, Jane, what are your thoughts on Tesla? I've gone over this too. I like it up to 1347.50. When is that going to happen? Well, we had this trend line here. Hold on, let's readjust this. We had this trend line set up over here. Well, we have another one. right? Oops, undo that. This reminds me of Brazilian music, actually, from the Foz de Iguaçu. Ay, ay, ay. Let's just move this here. All right, so we have this new setup. Let's adjust this over here from a little bit more of an extreme. We're below that a bit. Here, let's draw that on the 45 minutes. Probably going to be better over here. Looks like it's respecting it even more. All right, so we'll be watching this shorter term, right? Will we break up above? Right up here. Looking for a break above 878. Remember, before in the past I said, hey, if we break above 858, I like it to the upside. Still like it. We are not up above 858, but we've tested, had 2 days, had more what looks to be buying pressure down at the bottom down here. You see how we had higher volume this day when we bounced off of the anchored VWAP right there? Assalamu alaikum. How low will Tesla dip? Philippe, Tesla could come back down and test this 793 area again. It shot up out of this upward channel that it was respecting for quite a long time from November 23rd. We were trading within this channel, had a little bit of a run up. This was, I don't remember what this was, why. I think it was just a squeeze. Then we have a bit of a triangle. And as long as we're really holding above this midline here of this channel, I like it to the long side, to the upside. And watching for it to slowly trend up. Now, how far will it take for it to get up to? I think we're likely going to see this faster than on the chart. The chart right here, it's not even moving over further. Won't let me go over further than May. But I think we're going to see 1347 before May, personally. All right. Silver, I did put silver on here. This weekend, I personally went out. I bought a lot of antique silver. I bought antique silver ball, silver water pitcher, silver serving set, silver plated silverware. On the guys that I'm likely going to be holding this longer term for silver to really run to the upside. Silver has been testing every time they take it up. This squeeze was likely in relation to Wall Street bets. However, looking for it to continue to the upside. I really like the long-term monthly chart on silver. So this is a longer-term physical holding, much like if you were to buy real estate, right? Real estate isn't immediate that you're going to receive your return unless you do a flip when you're renovating a house. So for this, I like it longer term to hold on to. So I'm buying the physical assets as well, securing them nicely in a safe, don't worry, and found an incredible deal. So I would say check estate sales, check garage sales. I found a bowl that someone is selling for roughly $7 and is worth roughly 500 US. So you're able to find some amazing deals, even besides the fact that I expect the price of silver and gold to be rising in the future, and you're still able to find some amazing deals if you start looking and stuff. So even though I wasn't trading stocks over the weekend, I in essence was trading silver, finding undervalued deals and purchasing them, purchasing them cash as well. If you buy silver and gold, please be careful if you're buying it online, as there are some gold and silver bars that are from China that are not real. In fact, let me see if I can show you guys the images. I did send it to a friend of mine. They have some from China, like AliExpress, where you're able to see, hey, it looks like it's real silver. It's printed saying it's real silver. But example, okay, done. Open image in a new tab. For example, look at this. You wouldn't want to say buy, hey, Credit Suisse 1 ounce of fine gold. Looks 100% valid, right? This looks valid. And look at how much it costs. $3.28. So please, please be careful in buying stuff online from a reputable dealer. or if it's an antique, do your due diligence, do your research, know what you're getting into if you're investing money in it, because you could be scammed out of, you know, $1,800 in buying a fake gold bar. And you're thinking, hey, this is real. No, it was zinc. You want that for your office? The $3 one? Hey, you could buy 10 of them. You could buy 100. You could decorate an entire wall with gold. How about that? So know that you just need to really be careful in when you're buying things that do have value. You need to make sure you know what you're getting into. All right, Facebook. In light of everything that's happening, Facebook is still in this wedge, could be potentially dropping down. It seems to be, we had this massive run up and then it pulled back. I'd watch it for the break above 269.50 or break down below 255, personally. You know, if it breaks below the 20 at 264, likely $9 move down to 255, in my opinion. All right, let's get on to the list. Oh, I also had XLF. This is one I'm watching as well. We are setting new highs. It is breaking out right now on the 24-hour chart. I don't know why this box is so massive. Let's get rid of it. And watching to see if this will, we set a high up here. So moving this up. Actually, let's put it here because you see how strong that was. So even though we've set up, we're testing highs, this is that second test, right? On the daily chart, this could be a massive cup and handle and we surge to new highs, or it could be the exact opposite. This could be that much like, hey, look at this, back last January. You thought Facebook would break 300 when people realize India is the future of Facebook and owns 10 of the telecommunication countries in India, one of the next growth countries. It could be along if everybody leaves and goes to a different platform due to censorship, and they no longer have people to sell their ads to, right? If everybody has a mass exodus, then their revenue is really going to drop. So there's a lot of different components. I wouldn't buy it simply on the value side. I would look more at the chart and I'd read the chart personally. All right, so Roger, yes, it looks, when we look back last January, we had this price action, down, up, new high, down. Okay, what is happening now? January, down. Maybe we will hit a new high and down. When we look at this on a 12-month chart, it tends to oscillate between 23 and 31. 23 and 31. So I don't know why, it's just how it happens. When you pull it back and you look on the monthly chart, right? Let's look at it. That's probably why I had that box there. You see how it goes up, back down, up, back down, up. Looks like we're setting up for the cycle for it to pull back down. So that's what I'm looking at. I hear my little ones coming up. They might come to annoy me. They know that they shouldn't come in because they know mommy's busy, but we will see. All right, so that's what I'm looking at XLF. All right, let's get through the list really quickly because I hear they're coming and they might be getting hungry for lunch. I did give them snacks. They were watching Frozen. They were being good girls. All right, so let's go to New Relic, right? New Relic, I like potentially to the upside. We have this big gap, right? They could fill the gap back up to the upside. So watching this, as long as it can hold $66 for our support, and I would like to see a break above 69. All right, now let's check out our volume, excuse me, not our volume, 53 million. Nice short, right? If those shorts get caught in this one, I didn't do the short volume yet because I was busy this morning with the nuggets. So I will put that and it will be on Instagram. All right, so there's that. Let's look at AXAS. All right, daily chart. We're in a downward trend. We've broken out, looking for it really to hold above 380. Well, we're testing that over here. So let's draw our resistance. Wanted to break above $4 with some volume. I want this solid and not quite so thick. So I want to see that break above $4 and hold 360 down here. So this is for those penny stock traders that like sub $5. And this is in the petroleum sector. Look at that low float right there, 8.15 million. We could actually do the short volumes really quickly as well. So Bill, another one, major breakout, had earnings. Could this be a breakaway gap? A little bit of a sell-off. Like the chart, would watch to make sure that this holds 171 over here on the right. Sorry, 172. And a breakout above 188. I'm liking the awesome music today. $71 million in that. Hello, Fernando. Yeah, I already did do Apple. Like it in the short term to a bearish move and then potentially bullish, Fernando. All right, let's look at AMSC. So AMSC looks as if this has gone through a bit of a downward trend here. Tested it, look at that. So would watch for that to test again. It's bouncing off of the 50 simple moving average, earnings bouncing off of that 50, holding above this support area of 2370. Would like this to break above 2670. Thank you, Asif. Asif is saying, please hit that like and subscribe button. And I have something new if you guys want to contribute for the work that I'm doing. I do have Buy Me a Coffee. As a mom of two, I go out and I buy my Nespresso with it. So I do appreciate it. So 24.50 and 26, we're going to raise it on up to 26.27 because that was a former resistance right over here. All right, 24.50. This is how I do my list in the morning. Reading the charts, lower float, 20.5 million. Once we get all of them set up, we will hit that, we'll check on the short volumes. All right, so JHG, besides liking it with my initials, hey, what happened last year, right? Came up, pulled back, and shot up. Hey, pulled back, now potentially we're in that upward motion. One to watch, had earnings, pulled back, hit the moving average down here, and bounced. Is it going to be a drop back down or a move up? So definitely on watch because it will likely have a move this week. Oops. Oh, nice, Fernando. Awesome. I'm really, you know what? There's nothing better in life than hearing the positive. I mentioned it in my video yesterday. There's nothing better than hearing how I can help impact somebody's life positively. So really happy to hear that. Congratulations to you. All right, so 30 and 31.50 for JHG. I remember when I was 31. 148 million. And let's quickly jump on over to the short volumes and we'll put those together. So Apple, 38% short, not that many shorted it. All right, NEWR. Nope, NEWR. We'll get it, guys. NEWR. My wife don't want it anymore. Doesn't want what? 53%. AXAS. 27%. Let's check out Bill. So Bill, remember, is low float, 56%. That could be setting up for a nice squeeze. Oh, well, you know what? That's a personal decision on your side as to what you're going to do. 53%. And then JHG, last long to check, 13%. Likely big buying then. If we see that there was massive volume, not too big, but only 13, yeah, out of this is abnormal volume, right? Abnormal volume at the bottom and only 13% short. I wonder, do we have any prints from the big guys on JHG? Let's check this out. Oh, I didn't put the 13%, right? Let's check that out. eBay. Yeah, we will check eBay, Roger. Some big prints. Not that big, though. No, nothing really crazy. Some down around 31.20. So that's actually up above us. So watch it to see if we go above. Oh, look, I totally flipped the colors. You guys didn't even notice that. You guys gotta tell me I flipped the colors. Okay. So we did Apple. Let's do LBAI for potential short. LBAI could not hold up above 1450, 1460. If this breaks below 1420, likely coming back down, in my opinion, down to the 1380, 1360 area, maybe even further. This could be selling off at the top, had dividend. So maybe that is really just simply in relation to the dividend price action. How much was their dividend? 13 cents, a little bit weaker. So 1420 and 1460 for Lakeland Bank Corp. Now remember, I said that I feel like the banks could be setting up for that correction. No guarantees. This is 48 million, 48.1 million in the float. I'm so happy that everybody is now aware of float sizes with GameStop. I haven't done XPEV yet. So Bank of America, hey, look, I have an arrow there. Isn't that funny? It was in relation to the volume right there. So that's why that arrow is there. And it looks like it could be setting up for a head and shoulders on the shorter term time frame, right? Shoulder, head. How is the volume here? Super high volume. What's the volume doing? Dropping. If it's not able to break above 32.50, likely drop to the downside, in my opinion. So let's put this up here. I want to see it hold below 32.50 and would like to see it break below over here. I'm going to drop it down to 32.25. Right there. 25 cents. Bank of America, when it moves, can move quickly. This was a bit of a positioning. It looks like positioning right here. So watching this to see, we have the 20 simple moving average starting to curl over. And we also have the 50 simple right here. So 32.25 and 32.50. And Bank of America, how many shares? 8.6 billion. Let's delete these over here. Had a nice bounce, but we're setting a lower high right here. All right, so that's Bank of America. SAP. I did do the New York Stock Exchange one. Okay, just want to make sure here. All right, so we're setting up. It looks as if maybe it's the same sort of scenario, another head and shoulders potentially, with the neckline down to 125.88. So watching this to see, will this hold 130 right here with the 200 simple moving average, or break above 131 over here on the shorter term time frame? Looks like I said on the daily, maybe a potential shoulder, head, and shoulder. If we break down below 127, 128, and this is up to 134, 6 points to the downside, maybe down to 122 back over here, which would kind of make sense, right? Or maybe 119, 120 area. So keep that one on watch. Good morning, Trader Raider. Yeah, it's been a while. Where have you been? $1.18 billion there. NVS. All right, so Novartis. Novartis has been having slower price action. This might be setting up for a reversal, so watch it and see. We might, how come this is not over here? There we go. Just very busy. Gotcha. Life happens. I hear ya. All right, so 91 to the upside. maybe it squeezed, more people got short over there, and 90-20 to the downside right here. So looking for this, it had a really inside day on Friday. Many times when we have an inside day, the next day will be a bigger move. So keeping that on watch. So 90-20 for support and 91 for the resistance. 2.5 billion, 2.25 billion. Thank you, Tommy Cheese Bro. All right, 2.25 billion. Do you guys like it better at this earlier time? I did it because I didn't want to be in competition with the Super Bowl. I don't want people to be struggling, right? All right, so at first potential long, FLNT. Let's look at this on the bigger time frame. We have a major cup, right? If we put the cup and handle right here with a depth of $6 down, that's $5. So this has the potential to run up to 11 up here. So let's see, the 41 million. So this has a potential for a short squeeze. This might be one. Let's check out the volume. That's why I like this one. It's only 24% short. Let's see what the average build for the last 5 days has been. Nothing too high. Only back in end of December, 21% that this was really short. So this has that potential to squeeze to the upside, breaking out to new highs. Thanks, guys. All right. So FLNT EGO. You guys have heard me talk about EGO in the past. Hey, this is a box where they have really held it as support, looking for it to break this trend line over here. Gonna get rid of this one. Actually, bring this down here. We have a new triangle. Get rid of this one. Oh my goodness, can you guys hear my girls screaming? They're totally getting into trouble. Totally getting into trouble. They're being little rascals. 4 and 6. They are totally going to get into it. All right, so $4.50 potentially break out from here. That would be roughly 30% if it breaks above this 13. Would look really for it to hold above $14, but the technical breakout on the downward trend would be roughly over here. That's on an old one though. Let's do this right here. That's an upward wedge. All right, we just changed it. Upward wedge right there. So we could come up here, 1446, and then oscillate on up. Let's get to 20 likes. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. All right, GameStop. GameStop starting to find a little bit of support over here. Let's bring this back down. All right, nope. Right here, 8% bouncing. We have a shorter term. Let's pull up that 45-minute chart next to it. Look at how they are selling right here. That happens to also be the 50 simple moving average on the 45-minute chart. So let's see, are we going to break up above, come and test 115? We see that it seems to have bottomed. We have a bit of a rounded bottom here. If it breaks right here, it's more than 50% depth. However, we could see that this could really run. Let's check and see if we had any massive volume on GameStop, any larger prints. All right, let's check it sorted by size. 426,000 at $85. All right, so that's above us. 275,000 at 74.50. Okay, those were reopenings from halts, so we disregard those. 80,000 at 62, we're above that. 50,000 at 73, we're below that. You feel like the Wall Street Bets retail people are taking profits and buying shares. Maybe. They could be. And then the closing ones, we don't pay attention to that. All right, so are we up above close? Yes. Close was at 63.77. Right now, post-market activity is at 66.46. They think if they have controlling interest through shares, the shorts will bleed forever. That's the rumor. Well, if people were to buy and hold and shorts build, that's basically what happened to Tesla with the hedge fund that went out of business on Tesla. They kept squeezing it higher, and more people are shorting it. Now it has dropped, however, it seems to have found a bit of a support area and bouncing a bit. It would need to break above 100 before we see this really catapult to the upside again, in my opinion. All right, so GameStop is on there. REFR. Yeah, I've got CCIV on here, Randy, right there. Okay, so REFR. So this does have lower volume normally, but I like the chart. And I like the chart. Hey, another cup and handle breakout potential, $2 to $5.20. So that's $3.20. We add $3.20 from here. This could be going up to $7.30 in my opinion. Let's check out the float. 25 million in the float. Let's check out short volume. %35 short. I feel like the girls might be cooking something, right? So this is why I like it. You see this giant cup and handle. This could be amazing and spectacular. So keep this one on watch. Clovis. All right, Clovis, another one. Look at that. These are all looking like cup and handles. It's just awesome. Some great setups. So $4, $9.50, $5.50 from the breakout over here. So looking potentially at $13.50 up here as a target. All right. AXAS. I swear I did that. All right. Yeah. I already had that one. Bill. Oh, what am I doing? I've already been here. No? Yes. Oh, they were on the list. That's why. All right. XPEV. Here you go. Net Sky Limit. XPEV. So XPEV, need to adjust this over here. Looks like it's breaking down. Bring it down here. It's not able to really hold. We have this up here. Trend line, not a... right here. So it's not looking good, right? Maybe it's going to come and keep testing. Maybe it's going to come back down to $40 again, but we are setting lower highs right here. Maybe it will bounce to 52 and then a bit of a like a wonky head and shoulder setup, but it had a dip right here. So not looking too awesome. If we pull it back here, it's still below that trend line. So to me, this is looking fairly bearish at the moment. Best trading ever. You are a great trader, Randy. All right, CBBT. Someone shouted out CBBT. Looking back, did this ever have any splits? Doesn't look as it. As long as you don't hear the smoke alarm, all is good. Yeah, that would be scary. I woke up to nail polish everywhere in the bathroom. We have marble steps on our tub. I told them it's okay. You can paint on the floor, not a problem. Acetone works great on, tiles, no problem there. Not so good on marble. The nail polish sunk into the pores of the marble, so now there's a little color line. Not so fun. I'm gonna have to get a toothbrush and some acetone. Crude oil, yeah, we'll look at it. Okay, so CBBT is breaking out here. If we were to measure the depth move, 12 cents, 21, so I would look for potentially 33 as that next move right there. Macy's, this one's for stockbroker notes. All right, so Macy's is pulling back. Let's set this up over here. If we put this right here, it's bouncing a little bit now. Would watch for this to break above 16. Yeah, I'm gonna hide that one, ASIF. Yeah, that one, I'm definitely hiding that one. Okay, so Macy's would watch risk down to $14 and for it to break above $16. That's what I would look at. So I'll do this for Macy's. Had a short squeeze, came back down, a bit of buying down here. Always look at the volume. And now it's coming back to the upside. Actually move it back down to a little bit right here. 1580 would watch that. Yeah, we're gonna do PLTR. Okay, Unity. So Unity, do you see the descending triangle right here? Could be setting up for a breakout. Could be finding support after earnings. Would look for this to break above in the shorter term. 132, then another test of resistance up here at 136.80. Break above 136.80 would be my, hey, this is moving back up, potential test at the 140 mark, and then on up. You cut the couch as a child, me bad one year. I bought them a couch for Christmas. We all had a good laugh. That's awesome, sweetie bee. Oh yeah, my youngest decided on the white couches that was gonna be her canvas. Thank God we treated them, and thank God for Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. That's all I have to say. All right, PUBM. Let's get rid of this one right here. PUBM. Pubmatic looks as if it is breaking out to the upside. A bit of risk back down, $5. How many shares in this one? Looks like it's lower float. All right, hold on. I feel like I'm missing some now. CCIV. Let's add IPOF on here. IPOF, JP Morgan, NVIDIA, PLTR, PLNF, yeah, and Square. Oh, we'll get to JP Morgan and PLNHF. Okay, so this looks, on the shorter time frame, I would watch 53.60 as a support level, and above 57 over here, I would watch it down to 50. All right, CCIV, and if you guys will hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you know when I do go live. So CCIV, Churchill Capital, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would be watching out for a corrective 1, 2, 3 wave to the downside. Does look as if this run might be done for CCIV. Higher volume at the top, a little bit of a selling wick. So would watch for it to break above 36. If it breaks below this trend line over here, I would watch out for that. So 34 on the shorter time frame, and then up above 36. Should we invest in Clorox? I don't know. All right, we'll add that on the list. OCGN, I have a friend of mine. Mike, if you're watching, this one is for you. He was in it down here. He's like, oh my goodness, I'm gonna get out as soon as it pops. Got out here and then traded it again. And now look at this. He's probably like, oh my goodness. CCIV looks like it's overran volume. It looks like it's come to the top and potentially no more buying momentum is there. So OCGN, again, 1, 2, 3, 4. This could have further legs. The 3 move right here would be from 670, 850, $1.80. So potential for this to go up, $1.80 times 0.6, 8.90 cents from here. So maybe $9, maybe on up another $1.80 from here. So maybe $9.80 I would watch for OCGN as a top out move right there. All right, CRSR. CRSR looks like it's hit a bit of a resistance. Hey, every time that it's come up here, it's sold off. Sold off. Has a trading range right here, a bit of a wedge to the upside right here, right? If we draw it like this, and it seems as if it has broken out, might be coming back down. Earnings coming up, so I'd watch. Maybe it's going to pull back down to 37.75. Otherwise, if it does break out from here, 32 up to 44, 12 points, maybe you'll see this run up to 55. That would be my analysis for Corsair Gaming. All right, CRSR, IPOF. So IPOF, IPO'd, came back here, volume came into it, shot up. Volume, you guys have to look at the tops. Oops, excuse me. Look at the volumes and when it happens at the top, right? When we're looking at it, where was the volume? Okay, big volume here, and we're above it, it shot up. Hey, big volume. Watch this to break above 16 or back down below 15. If it's going below 15, selling volume. If it's going above 16, buying volume. Simple, right? Look at it that way. Try to make it easy for yourself. Try not to overthink. JP Morgan, much like the banks, right? Lower highs. Extended could come back down to 136, even back down to 134. Looks a bit like Bank of America, a bit of a head and shoulders potential setup on the 45-minute chart. A lot of the banks are looking like this. Let's also check Wells Fargo. Yep, Wells Fargo, same thing, would watch for a test at 32.80. Citigroup, same thing. Citigroup is a little bit wonky, a little bit higher. Would watch for that 62.75 area for Citigroup. We'll look at it, Roger. Oh, that's why. No, Randy, but you weren't here. I bought physical silver this weekend, so I'm liking silver. All right, let's go back down here. NVIDIA. Let's go to the weekly chart here. Oops. Weekly, you guys seeing this? It's not doing too much, right? Going sideways between 514, 550. Needs to break one way or the other, personally. It's broken down from that upward trend, really. Let's look at the monthly. Looks like it's really just setting up like this. All right, here's our measurement. 550, 496, 54 points. If we break out up above here, roughly 600. If it breaks down below right here, 470 down over here. Keep it simple. 4 pieces, 1 for each kid. Nice, William. Hopefully they're old enough not to eat it. PLTR has been doing nicely since it found support on the 15. Pull this back down. So would watch, it's testing right here. Actually, maybe this is going to reverse right here. We have selling wick on the 24-hour hitting a trend line. Maybe this is going to come back down. Pulled back. Maybe this is corrective wave 1, 2, and we'll see another move back down. Maybe it'll come back down to 28, a 7-point move to the downside. All right, PLN, this was PLNHF, right? There we go, Planet 13 Holdings. So Planet 13, you can see, hey, every time it comes up here, it's been selling off. So watch for it to break 640 to the upside or 520 to the downside. That's my assessment on that. Yeah, got it. Steal. All right. I'm going to have to get going, guys, soon because I'm going to have to feed them lunch. But we'll go over Square and we'll add SCI and ATVI. Yeah, I did silver pretty much at the beginning. I'm going to put the link up right afterwards, William, so you'll be able to see it. So don't worry. Actually, just come back to this same link. Just copy the link, and you should be able to check that out right away. All right, Square. Square breaking out like Square to the upside. Remember that online retailers right now, an online Square, PayPal. I like them very much to the upside. You can see PayPal hitting a target right there. I think if Jackson's watching, he'll be like, oh my God, Jane, oh my God. A little bit of like nerd humor and stuff like that. Any event, PayPal, Square, like those as well. They ate already. Roger, you know what? I did make them popcorn and I gave them water and they were watching Frozen. So hopefully they're good. Hopefully they did not get into chocolate. The worst is when they secretly sneak the chocolate. Oh, I like the oversold chart here. You know what, Randy? I like it down here at 188. Going a little bit deeper. This is day 1, day 2, maybe day 3. We're going to find support down here and then get into it. Amazon purchased engines from Westport Innovations. Okay, cool. Anybody else think it's kind of weird that Bezos just sat down? Richest man in the world, stepping down as a CEO from his company. And maybe there's some bigger story that's in play, in my opinion. Many times to save face, they have that CEO step down from the company because of releasing information. Maybe they said, hey, we're not going to release this information if you step down as CEO. Just a thought. Putting it out there. Not saying that that's true, but just a thought. Exactly. The second one. there's no reason why, in my opinion, that they would have him take his face off of it as being the front runner and put somebody else up there. Oh, it was his decision. It wasn't mine. All right, so CLX, like that. Oh, you're welcome, Hobby. They were involved with the Robinhood scandal. Oh, there was so much. They literally have their hands in everything. They're Parlor, Robinhood. They also own production studios in California as well. There's so many different things. So lots of things happening. Anyway, SCI, like this consolidation. Let's look at this on the weekly. And you'll become more, can you guys hear them running around down there? It's tough to do it when they're here. So here we have this deep cup and like SCI to the long side. Who shouted this out? I like this one. Steel, land, and cardboard. Thank you. I like this one. Gonna replace the workers with machines. Oh yeah, they are. For sure, probably for the Whole Foods. They would probably do that. And Whole Foods used to be like the most respected, the best. It was like the top company to work for in the country. I remember back in 2007, and I was working in aviation, and I was like, man, what do I want to do? And Whole Foods was the best part-time job because I was looking for a job as a wholesale pastry chef, being an entrepreneur that would have great union benefits to pay for my health insurance. So it was like airlines or Whole Foods. And that's where I was looking, and they were the number one for treating their employees. So I see a cup and handle on the weekly here for SCI. So 52 down to 33.19 points. Add that on to the breakout over here at 48. So 20 minus 2, $66 potential target for SCI longer term. Next one, ATVI. ATVI breaking out. Yeah, so here, you see how this trend line, I don't know why it works. It doesn't work here, but it works over here on the daily. On the daily over here. So now we have it on the 45-minute chart. Is it going to hang out up here? It rode up here for 11 days before it crashed last time. So keeping it on watch to see, is this going to continue to trade sideways in here, a slight channel, and then drop? It's crazy to me that this channel from way back last May is back in play. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. If you haven't checked it out, Wall Street Broker knows if you guys want to check out, I do have a leader profile over at Ticker Talker. I do offer up my 7 trades live every morning before 9 a.m. They are available here. You can see them. This was one of them right here. If you check it out, it has the chart. It has the support and resistance levels as well. And as far as I know, it does text you as well, text you out those ideas. So have an amazing day. The rest of it, enjoy the festivities for Super Bowl. Be safe. And as always, carpe profits. Use those profits one trade at a time. I'm going to go take care of the little ones before they destroy the house. Have a great day, guys. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.